Hello guys, welcome to another video tutorial by No Code Africa. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to build a very simple crypto application. This particular application is actually very simple. So I'm going to be showing you how to use the CEXP.io API to display the real-time values of Bitcoin and Ethereum in your FlutterFlow project without having to write a single line of code. Now, what I would like to add to that is the fact that Bitcoin is doing super well in this particular season, hitting its all-time high of about $99,000. Anyways, away from that, we're going to be working on this very beautiful, simple crypto application, and I really believe that you're going to learn a lot of things from these, and just sit back and enjoy this. Try to see how you can apply what you're about to learn in real life. Okay, all right guys, let's get right into it. So this is the simple screen that I created, and I'm just going to try to see how we can create these real quick. We're going to just work on the front end, and then we're going to work on the back end all right in this particular video really fast. Okay, so let's see what we can do here immediately. This application is going to be called CryptX. Let's just call it CryptX, and we're going to be building it with FlutterFlow. So if you don't have an account on FlutterFlow, you can just go to flutterflow.io, and when you go to flutterflow.io, you will be able to click the start for free button here and then create an account for yourself. And after that, just start doing what we're about doing right now. So I already have an account on FlutterFlow, and I'm going to be creating a new project by hitting the create new button, and I'm going to call this project what do I call it? So anyways, let's just call it what we wanted to call it before, so CryptX. And we're going to just click on create blank, and immediately after we click on create blank, it's going to bring up this particular window, and you don't need to alter anything here. I'm just going to turn this off because I don't want to set up any Firebase project. I'm just going to start building right away. So I'm going to click on start building, and then I will just start building like right now. Okay, so how do we build this beautiful application? All right, so the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to build the UI. We're just going to build these 2 pages, right? So our application has just 2 pages, and so it's just going to allow us to take a look at popular cryptos and their prices. All right, of course, DYOR before investing. I'm just writing that here. Okay, so all right, so and then after that, we're going to be looking at CEX.io. So this is the platform we're going to be using. We're going to be using their API to get the real-time values of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of course, you can use it to get the real-time values of any other cryptocurrency that you want to work on. All right, so first of all, let's just talk really briefly about CEX.io. So CEX.io is your all-in-one crypto platform to buy, sell, trade, hold, and earn cryptocurrencies. This is the platform that I currently use, to buy, sell, and trade crypto. All right, so we're gonna be using their API. So I think if you come here, so you come to products, and then you go to trading API. Let's just click it real quick. You will be able to see the CEX.io crypto trading and exchange API. Now this is where you could explore their API features and then read the documents, so see how you can use these beyond the scope of this particular project. Okay, so let's get back to FlutterFlow and just continue building. The very first thing we're going to do is to just build this UI really fast. And first of all, we already have a screen here, and we call it the home page. That's fine. We can even call this splash. Actually, let's just change this real quick to splash, and then we're just going to try to see how we can create this page really fast. Okay, so CryptX, this is the logo. So we're just gonna come down here and click on export, and export the logo here. So I'm just gonna click on export, and that's exported. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. Let's just go ahead and put this in our design on FlutterFlow immediately. So we have that the dimension for this particular image is 232 by 96. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to delete the app bar real quick. Then I'm going to click on column, click on add a child to widget, which is this small icon. Then I'm going to just add a row. Inside the row, I'm going to add an image. The image is going to take the dimension of 232 by 96. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this particular image 232 as width, and then 96, was this 96 or 98? So we have 96. Beautiful. So this is gonna be our logo. I'm gonna click on the row, all right, and then just use this to center align it. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and click on these. Let's look at this. So we have CryptX. So let's go ahead and let's click here, change it to asset, so that we can get the image directly from our FlutterFlow. So from our documents, like our files in the laptop. So we're gonna just click here to get the file. So this is it, CryptX, and I'm gonna click here to open it inside FlutterFlow, and then in a very short time we have it here already. So I'm gonna click here to just make sure that it sizes properly. So we have that the background here, that's the background of this design, is totally black. So I'm just gonna click to copy this, and I'm gonna go to the scaffold of this particular screen, and I'm going to scroll up, and I'll see here it says background color. I would just paste the color code that I got there. So now we have these CryptX. Beautiful. Now the next thing we need to do is I'll just click on these and then hold down my option key to see the padding from the top. Then I'll just come here, and it showed me 60, so I'm just gonna add 60 here. Perfect. Now the next thing I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna bring in the image. So this is the image. I'm gonna just go ahead and click on export, and then just export it real quick. So it says shape 1. I need to just I'm gonna put an image, and then make it max width, and then infinite width, and then 366 as the height. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna click on the column, then click on here, and click on the, let's just put an image here. All right, so the image is gonna have an infinite width, and this is gonna be 366 as the height. And I'm gonna click the image type from network to asset. All right, then from there I'll click here to go in here, and then I'll select these as the shape. All right, then the next thing I'm gonna do is just copy this text and take it into FlutterFlow. Now we have our image here. I'm gonna click on the column, click on add a chart to the column, add a row. In the row I'm gonna add another text. All right, that text is actually black, that's why I can see it, but I'm gonna paste the contents now. Then I'll go ahead and change the text color to white. All right, then I will just come over here and look at the font size. It says here 32, and it's semi bold. So I'm going to come back here to FlutterFlow, and I'm just going to change this to semi bold, and I think it said 32, right? Yeah, so let's just check it again. Yeah, 32. All right, so we have that, and the reason why it's flowing out like this is because we need to check this. All right, so it flows down, and we can just go ahead and click this to check out the padding on the left and the right, which is 24. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna say 24. I'm gonna say 24, and I'm going to say here 24 as well. That's it. Now the next thing I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and put this particular text, all right, which is going to be another row. I'm just gonna click on the column, click to add a row to the column, click to add a text, and then just go ahead and paste my text. Then here the dimension is 14, and it's medium. Then it has a padding of 35 from the text above. Okay, so we're gonna come over here, and this is gonna be, let's say, medium. All right, and it's also going to be wide. It's going to have 35, 35, and then here is also going to be 24. That's the padding on the left. And the next thing is just going to be this button. The height of the button is 52, and it says here get started. So I'm going to click on the column here, click here and add a button. The button, I'm going to make it infinite width. All right, and then this is 52, and the button says get started. So I'm just going to change this to get started, and then I'm going to go ahead and give it some padding. I think it's going to be also 14. Okay, it's 24. All right, so I'm going to give it a padding of 24 here, and here as well, 24. All right, then I'll give it some padding from the top, so 54. All right, so I can say 54. Now this is like it, and we're good. So I think that's perfect for us. The border radius here is 16 for that the button, so we can actually come down here and make this 16 if we want. All right, that's fine. So we have our the first screen of our application done for us. And the next thing we're going to do real quick is to just go ahead and create the second screen. This is the second screen. So what we're going to do is we click on this icon here to add a new screen. We can call this what do we call it? Let's call this one homepage. All right, let's just call it homepage. All right, so here is our homepage. I'll delete the app bar, and I'm going to go ahead and just click here and give it primary text, or we can just still use the same blackness here, which is this color code. So I'm going to come here, back here, I'm just going to paste this value here, and there you go. All right, so now we have the second screen, and what we're going to do real quick is to just put this up immediately. So I'm just going to copy this particular text and come here to the column, click to add a child to the column, which is a row. I'm going to add a text, and then I'm going to paste this popular cryptos. I'll come back here to Figma, and the dimension is 20 and it's bold. Okay, so it has a padding of 24 on the left. So what I'm just going to do is I give the padding to the column so that it can give it to any other thing inside the column. So 24, 24 like that. So then this one, the color is white, and here we have 20, but I didn't check the type, so it's bold. Okay, so here we can change the font weight to bold. That's 700, and we're good. Now the next thing we need to do real quick is to just create this row. So we're gonna create this one and create this one real quick. So let's do it. I'm just going to go ahead, and I would have just picked this out completely, right? Yeah, I think that's what I'll just do instead of having to create it over and over. So I'll just click on here to export this entire thing. So I'm just gonna export. This is gonna be ETH icon. Cool. Then I'm going to, okay, I can, when I do one, I can do the other one. So this is fine. So the dimension is 48 by 45. So I'm going to come here, click on the column, click to add a row to the column, and I'm going to go ahead and put an image. The image is going to be 48 by 45, and it's going to have a border radius. It has a border radius, but I don't know the value. The value is 6. Okay, so border radius is 6, so I'm going to change this to 6, and I'm going to come over here. Let's just change it real quick. From network to assets, I'm going to click this, and then I see my ETH icon. I'll click to open it, and then the next thing I'm going to do is these, and these is actually in a column because that's why this is under it. All right, so I'm going to just copy this real quick. It's 16 and bold. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, click on this column, click to, sorry, the row, add a column here, and then I'm going to add a text. The text is going to be Ethereum, and it's going to be, I think it was 16, and it's actually bold, and we're looking at, you know, secondary background color, so white. So this is 16 and bold, and then we have, it has a padding on the left, which is like 12, so we can just make it 13. So we can just give the padding on the left to the column and say 13, and then here I'm just going to duplicate this text. All right, so then I will use it to get this particular information. All right, so we have ETH here, and let's copy the color code. Good, it's 14 and it's regular, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change this to ETH. It's 14, and here regular is gonna just be normal. Then I'm gonna paste the color code. I'm gonna click the column and then do this particular alignment type. All right, so we have it like that. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is we have these. All right, we have these, so I think I'm gonna just duplicate the same thing here. I'm just gonna duplicate this, Command D, and I'm gonna just have these as H here, and I'm gonna click to paste this, so we can always put something else under there. Then I'll click this to duplicate again, and then I'm going to just copy this. So this is like the highest value, and this is going to be like the last value. All right, so the highest value within the hour, and then the, you know, the last value within the hour. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and paste these here, and then this one is going to be the percentage change. All right, then I'm going to click this to just put percentage change there. All right, so we can find a way and put something here anyways, no problem. So now we have this, we have our row, so we can go ahead and put some padding there. So if I click on this and click on this, it says 32, so I'm going to just go ahead and say 32 here. All right, so now in this particular scenario, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate it one more time. So I have this for another coin. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to put for Bitcoin. Okay, so that was for Ethereum, this is going to be for Bitcoin. So I'm going to click this and I'm going to try to export it. Okay, no, so yeah, this is what I'm supposed to export. No, okay, something is not working fine. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, this should be better now. It's not. Okay, let's close it and let's do it like this. It's not still working. I need the B as well, so I'm gonna click this, hold down shift and then do this. Then I'm going to just right click and then group the selection. All right, so they are now together. I can now click to export. Now they're together, so I'll just click to export it. So it says group whatever. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and then click this to bring up my Bitcoin. So here I'm gonna click this and bring it up. All right, so now this is going to be, this is my Bitcoin, and I'm going to just paste this here, and that's it. So we have these particular two options here, Ethereum and then Bitcoin. So these are like static values, as you can see, right? These are static values. You can click here to preview the application designs. All right, so that's without the back end, right? So I just clicked on this particular icon here to preview my the application I'm building. All right, so I think it's still loading. I don't know why it's loading a bit sluggishly, so let me just hit the reload button one more time. Okay, so meanwhile, while this is going on, what I'm gonna do is, just so that we don't get to waste a lot of time, I'm gonna try to see how I can run the debug mode. I'm gonna try to see how I can run the debug mode real quick, so that while we are trying to test like keep building our application, we can just run it immediately. All right, so let's go back here. While that is loading, let's just go back here and see what we can do. Okay, so let's take a look at the test mode and the preview mode. So we have our, this is the preview mode. This is how the application looks like in preview mode. All right, so we basically have just like two screens, so this one and the other screen. All right, then we have, this is our test mode, where everything is supposed to be happening properly. So we have some of the text that are not shown in a visible manner, so we just need to come here to our theme settings, go to the dark mode settings and just turn it off. All right, so when you turn that off, you can just go ahead and click on instant reload, and then the application is going to, the test mode is going to reload, and then you're going to see a better view of the application. I just want us to have a better view of the application while we continue building our application really fast. All right, so I hope that you're enjoying this particular tutorial so far, and I would like you to hit on the like button, like this video, and subscribe to this channel so that you can get access to more of these kind of videos. Also remember to turn on your notification icon, just hit the notification bell too. All right, so this is how we have it. We're gonna add an action to this get started. So let's go here to our page. So let's go to the splash screen and add an action here. So when the user hits the get started button, what happens? So we're going to say navigate to, we're gonna say navigate to home page. All right, and we're gonna say the transition type is gonna be instant. All right, so we have that done. Now, how do we get to show these values in real time directly using the the API? Where is that? So the API from CEX.io. All right, so meanwhile, I believe that you saw what I showed you here. So the CEX.io power tap roadmap. So I think towards the end of the video, I'm going to introduce you more to how you can actually get to earn some money from just engaging in the CEX.io power tap application. All right, so I'm going to walk you through how you can do that. It's really simple and it's really fast. All right, so let's get back to our application. So now here we have the application. What we're going to do next is we have already added an action that brings the user to this page. So I'm going to click on here to add like this app bar scenario so that we can have, you know, this particular part where the user can click to go back to the previous page if you want to. But do we even need to go back to the previous page? No, we don't. So I can just delete this tab bar actually. So let me close this. Now we want to be able to get the real-time values of these you know, this the real-time values of Bitcoin and Ethereum in our application. So if I hit an instant reload now, we're going to have a new version of the application where when we click on the get started button, we're going to be ushered to the next page. But the thing is this, the information that we're going to be seeing, they are static, you see. So what we have is just static here. You know, we have 503 here, we have 503 here. So it's basically what we wrote down, okay? So let me just give some padding to these. Let's just say 50, all right? So we can have it come down a bit. Okay, so but now we don't want to just have the static values. We want to be able to use an API call to, you know, get the real-time values of Ethereum and Bitcoin. How do we do that? So we're going to do that by, you know, setting up an API call in FlutterFlow. FlutterFlow is super powerful, all right? So you can come here to this particular place and just hit the API calls tab, and you can click to add an API call. So I'm going to say create API call. We're going to be using the get as method type. All right, so we're going to use the get because we want to get something from the API, right? So we need to give our API a name. So we're going to say BTC, let's just say BTC price, okay? So we want to get BTC price, and we need to put an API URL, all right? So this is like the URL from the CEX.io platform. This is the URL they give to developers who want to, like, you know, take advantage of their API. So I just copied that from there. You can check the description under this video for the link as well. So I'm gonna just paste it here, and when I'm done with that, we're just doing a very simple and basic call. Okay, so I'm gonna click on test API call, and it's gonna show me the results here. So you see here the API call came out as, you know, give us this status 200, which means success. So here we can see the timestamp, the low value, the high value, the last value, the volume across 30 days, the B, the X, the price change percentage, and then the pair. All right, so what we want to do now is we need to get this information in our application. How do we do that? So before we go ahead to set that up, we need to be able to store some of these you know, values here. So here we have some of the variables that the API gives us when we make a call, and so what we need to do is save the ones that we want to get. So here is the low, so we need to just click here to add the JSON part, and we can just say low price, okay? And then here we can go to the last price. I'm going to click here, so we are just using the low price and last price. So this is going to be, we can just call last price here. All right, so last price, and then we need something else, the pair. So I'm going to click here to add the pair. So this is the pair, and we need something else, maybe the price change percentage. All right, so price change percentage. So price change, let's just say price change percentage. Okay, price change percentage. And what we need to do next is, I think that's for it for now. We're gonna click on add call. You have to remember to always add the call, and then after that we can come back to our screen here, and we need to now start getting it. So the way it works is that we've created an API call, but we cannot just have access to that information on this screen just like that. What we need to do is query, make an API call by querying. All right, so I'm going to click here to add a query, and the query is going to be an API call. It's not going to be a query collection or document from reference like we always do before. We're just going to do an API call, and we're going to be using this particular API call BTC price. All right, so if we do this on the scaffold, right, if we do it on the scaffold, we are going to make it available everywhere here, but we don't want to do it on the scaffold. We want to do it on this particular, you know, row. Okay, so we can just go ahead and click here to add this on this row. I'm going to say API call, I'm going to say BTC price, and then I'm going to confirm. So that way I'm going to be able to get the result. Oh, sorry, this is for Ethereum. Let's just quickly create the Ethereum real quick then. So I'm going to go ahead and click to add another API call. So let's call it Ethereum price. Okay, and it's still gonna be the get method as well. I'm gonna use this the link for Ethereum. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add it here, and after that, what I'm gonna do next is to just go to response and test. I'm gonna click to test the API call. It's gonna give me a response. I'm gonna save the variables that I want, so we can go with the pair. So we start with the pair, then we can go for the low, so low price, then we can go with the last price. So here is gonna be last price. Okay, then we can go with the percentage change. All right, so price change percentage. Okay, so we have that value. Then after that, we need to just click on add the call. Now that we have added the call, we can come back here, and instead of doing BTC price, we will do Ethereum price, and we can confirm. Okay, that way we already know this is Ethereum. All right, so we can say instead of using these as ETH, we can go ahead and click here, go to the API call response, which is Ethereum price response. Now then we have all of this for us. We're gonna click on we're gonna look for the pair. All right, so I'm gonna click on the pair here and then confirm. So okay, it says default value is required, so let's just say ETH. All right, ETH, just ETH. Okay, so that's it. And all right, so this is like the default value. All right, this is default value, but we're gonna get something from the database, from the API call. Okay, so for this one, we're going to have the high. And how we're going to do that is we're going to click on this particular icon here. We're going to go to combine text, and we're going to say here H, all right, which is the high. And we're going to click here, give some space. We're going to add a dollar symbol, all right, so because it's basically in dollars. Then I'm going to go ahead and click here to add the Ethereum price. I'm going to click here to get the information from the API call. I'm going to say this is going to be our oh, I said high. Okay, that was high and then low, last price. Okay, all right, so let's just confirm this first. I'm gonna go back here to the API call, and this is for, let's go for Ethereum. Go here, test the call again, and after testing it, I'm gonna go for the high. All right, so this is gonna be high. I'm gonna just say high price. You can use anything really. Then I'll come here and save the call, go to BTC, run an API call again, and then I'm going to just scroll down here and then go for the high. All right, then I'm gonna say here high price, and I'm gonna save the call. All right, so we can now go back here and click the text combination, click here. We're gonna go back here, we will see what we're looking for. So high price, we put the value there, and we confirm, so this is it. It's gonna give us from database. All right, and then here is gonna be the last price. I'm gonna click here, go to combined value. I'm just gonna say L, then put here, give some space, put some dollar icon there. Then I'm just going to go ahead and come here, go to Ethereum price, and I'm gonna say this is going to be my last price. Confirm. There you go. Then this one is the percentage change, right? So I'm gonna click here to say combine text. Then I will say here I'm gonna come here to Ethereum price, percentage change. All right, then I'm gonna come here and put my percentage value, because this comes as a string, right? Then percentage change, I'm just going to put it like that. So here you see here, all right, these informations are going to come from the database. Now we have done that for this one. We can just quickly go to our test mode and just do an instant reload, and then we will be able to see the information from our API call. Remember, the very first one we did was static. It was just from what we had typed in, but now we're using an API call to get some information. So as you can see, now we have some value here. So this is the Ethereum value. So we have 3,840 as the highest value. Then the last value within the hour is basically 3,620, and it's a minus 5.73% change. So this is coming from the API call, which is gotten from the API from the CEX platform. All right, so the next thing we need to do real quick is just to do the one for the Bitcoin, And I'm just gonna go ahead and the same thing we did here. I'm going to go ahead, let's go ahead and query these first. So we have this row, so I'm going to click here, add a query. The query is going to be an API call. We're going to be querying BTC price. We're going to confirm, and then here I'm just going to do it real quick. So here we have combined text, we have hi, and we have the $sign. All right, then we have the price, so we're going to come here to BTC price response, and then we have the high price, then confirm. There you go. Then this one we're going to just get it, so we're going to have it as where is it? We're going to have it as let's see. So here we're going to come to combine text, and then we say last price. We're going to come here to put some space there, puts the dollar icon here. Then we get to BTC price, and then we say last price, and then here you go, and confirm. So here what we have here is correct, and we're done with that. Then here is going to be for the percentage change, so we do combine text again. Here we're going to go BTC price, percentage change, then I'm going to put some percentage symbol here and say change. Okay, so there you go, confirm. And then the next thing I'm going to do is, this is for the pair basically, like what we're supposed to get here is the pair. So I'm going to click here Ethereum and then come here and say pair. All right, just that. So you need some value, so I'll just say ETH USD, something like that. So ETH USD, or better still, just for you to see and be sure that it is writing it from the API call. So I'll just write pair. Then for this one I'll do the same thing. I'll come here to this and say pair, and here I'll just write pair as well. So that way, because of course if you don't see pair here in the test mode, then you know it's working, right? So I'm going to click on instant reload, and we're going to have it going up straight up now. So we're good, and let's try to see what we can do next. So I'm gonna click on get started. Now we have this loading for us. So here it says ETH USD, not pair like we wrote in the other side. So ETH USD. Okay, we already did the pair here. Okay, fine. So then we also did it here, BTC USD. So the last value for Bitcoin was $96,000, and that's a 38.5% change on the positive direction. All right, so this is how to use the API from the CEX.io platform to check real-time values of different cryptocurrencies. I hope that you've learned a lot from this video so far, and I would like you to subscribe to this channel and like this video as well. Drop some comments for me. I will be sure to respond to them, and remember to share this video with your friends as well. Now before I just end this particular video, I would like to tell you about something really interesting, which is the what I mentioned before, the CEX.io PowerTap platform. So this is the roadmap for the PowerTap program. All right, so this is just something that allows you, it's more like a game. All right, so it's a game that allows you to earn some cryptocurrencies from just playing. All right, so I'm going to walk you through how to do that. You can come to CEX.io/roadmap and then read out their roadmap and see the plans that they have had so far, right from the very second quarter of the year to this particular last quarter of the year, which is when the airdrop will be calculated. So you can check the description under this video, and you will see the link to read about this this particular platform. So all right, let's go ahead and then talk about how you can actually get access to this game. Okay, so to actually go ahead and have access to the platform to start farming the CEXP tokens, then what you just need to do is check the description under this particular video, and you will see the link to click and then start mining this. So the way it works is that this is the link, so you can just see the link here. So this same link is available in the description of this video, so you can just go ahead and click on it, and it will take you to Telegram, where you're going to have access to the application itself. So let's go ahead, let me walk you through how this works. So so right now what you just need to do is you can go ahead and just click on the the link in the description below, right? And then from there you will get this prompt that tells you to start. And so you just click on start, and then after that you see like a description here. It tells you what to do. Like it tells you about the platform itself, that the CEXP.io power tap mini game just landed on Telegram, prepared to be hooked. And then so with this particular program, you can farm tokens, dominate challenges, and score insane loot. All right, so it's more like a very fun and interesting game, and it's also something that you can do in your spare time to just get some CEX tokens. So what you need to do here is just click on the start app, and then from there click on start, and then after a while the application is going to load, and then it's going to present you with the interface where you're going to start tapping to earn. So the reason why I'm showing this is because, well, we just finished working on an application that shows you how to use the API from this same organization, CEX.io. All right, that's why I just thought about this and was like, okay, let me just add this to the videos so that some of the crypto fans who are like super excited about airdrops can just go ahead and just jump on these to get access to the to these airdrops. So just go ahead and click on next, and start. Then after that, you'll be able to start tapping to get access to the reward. So like this very first one, the first reward here is for me to just claim my reward. So I'll just click to claim the reward, and then after that, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna just keep tapping on this particular icon. I'll tap as much as I can and as much as I want. So you get to like tap as much as you want, and then you get to have some rewards. All right, so this is it. You just keep tapping, and then you get access to the rewards, right? And then for you to get more rewards, what you can just do is click on the task icon here, and then you will see the different things that you need to do here. So there's a particular task here. You can watch and like what is Bitcoin video. All right, so you can click to do that particular task. There's a task here, join Y crypto super app, and all of this. So these are lots of tasks that if at all you go ahead and do them, then you will be able to get access to the rewards as well. So and then this one is just the regular thing that you do, just tapping, and then you get access to the rewards. So after a while you'll be able to when it is being launched properly, right? Let's go back to the roadmap. So when it's time to calculate the airdrop, you'll be able to get the the equivalent of this so that you can actually make use of it. All right, so that's gonna happen this last quarter of 2024. So I hope that you are super excited about what we have done so far today, showing you how to build this particular very beautiful application, which shows you the real-time values of these two cryptocurrencies as Ethereum and the Bitcoin, coming from the CEX.io API, which we got from this particular place. All right, so this is it. I provided the links to the URLs to these APIs, which is here. You can also check the description under this video, and you will have access to these particular links too, so you can use it and try your hands on how to build this similar application. All right, guys. Remember to subscribe to this channel, and then click on the like button to like this video so that we can actually get to keep growing together. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.